Hello, everyone. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Gem Day.
Gem Day.
Fry gem.
Gem Day.
We have the first ever gem box. First ever Sam's gem box.
We did it.
It's finally, we feel like we've been talking about this forever, and it has at last come together, and we get to share it with you today. Mm-hmm. We're going to unbox it. We're going to probably just feel all the stones.
That's what one does with gems. You just pet them.
After we finish petting the gems, we'll show you what we've already made with them. And I think we'll have some time today to make even more.
Make even more. We are so excited that you are here with us. And if you are watching the replay, and we're so excited to show you what's in this first ever Sam's gem box.
If you would like to get a gem box, it is published. You can get it in the link below. It is not currently a subscription. It's a one-off product that we have on the website. So you can go to the Sam's Bead Shop app or samsbeadshop.com and you will see Sam's gem box. It is titled Winter Wonderland. And we'll give you a glimpse of how we came to this theme. But first, wave hello if you're joining us live. If you've already purchased a box, shout out to you. You are quick. Let us know if you purchased one during the live. This is just very exciting.
It's so exciting.
This feels like the first big thing we've done in a long time.
Do you mean since like moving the entire shop? Also that.
But yes, I remember when the bead box launched. Like that was something that was. I was like, I'm not sure if this is gonna make any sense.
And like right away, I think it was after that first box went out, I remember being one of the people who was like, well, what about a box that's just all gems? And that was like 2021.
People have been saying it since the start of the bead box.
Yeah, so it's here.
It's here.
It's here.
We don't have any current exact timelines to share about like how often it's coming, but we are going to see what the response is to this first box, and we are very hopeful that we'll get to do more in 2024.
More in 24.
Hi, Elvira. Hi, Sonia. Hi, Brooke, Stephanie. All the friends are here. So we're not going to do too long of unboxing because we really want to also be full of inspiration and making. So we'll take a look at the box, see what you think, and then make some pieces.
I love it.
Okay. Dinah says sold. So if you do want one, you have to get it on the app or website. You hated it because this is not a live sale. This is just a live stream. All right, I'm gonna flip around the camera. Welcome to Winter Wonderland.
Oh! Perfect timing.
Oh my gosh, there's a little delay with it today. Okay. Hopefully that'll. Oh, I wonder if there's a delay with the audio too. Okay, getting better. That was weird. Okay, you guys, Jesse, is the audio timing up okay with that? I guess it doesn't matter. As long as I can see the lovely beads, I'm just not used to that.
It looks good on my end.
Great.
Right, thank
you. On our end, it's a little strange, but we'll be fine. So welcome to Winter Wonderland, our Winter 2023 gem box. It has, what we said, like 16
different gems.
So we're going to take a look at all of them right now. Here's our first palette.
A whole palette inspired by our gem box.
I guess we'll just start right here.
I think we should.
So we've got some lovely faceted amethyst tubes. And you might notice some like favorites mixed into this box.
Yeah, absolutely.
We really wanted to mix in things that like we just like are loving working with right now.
And of course that go with our theme too. So you're getting a 7-inch strand of these freeform faceted tubes.
Yeah, our palette's full of blues, purples, pinks, and we're really imagining this kaleidoscope of colors as the sun goes through the tree branches and projects all those colors onto the snow.
Should we show them our inspiration picture?
Yes.
So this was our inspiration picture. of this beautiful, beautiful sunrise in the winter, walking in a winter wonderland.
Oh my goodness.
So pretty.
And so it's almost entirely natural. It's all natural stones plus a little bonus opalite.
Mhm.
Our next stone that we included is a full strand. So we had a 7-inch strand of the amethyst tubes, and then we had a full strand of sparkly aquamarine.
So sparkly. These are 3 millimeters in size, 15 inches, and they're just beautiful and sparkly. I really get that ice feeling from them.
They're so
They're
pretty.
so pretty.
Oh my goodness. That's the first bead I'm working with already for my next piece.
Oh, you already have a plan?
I already kind of strung up my next piece.
What?
I'm trying to.
When?
Sure, I really want to use my entire gem box.
I want to use my entire.
You know how much
box.
of a gem lover I am. And
what to you?
So it's like I want to turn the entire box into a whole new set of jewelry I could wear this winter.
I want you to wear all of your pieces all together.
Of course you do. Look at this. This is a little fun custom strand that Shyra and I designed.
And we had a lot of fun deciding what to put on it and how it was going to be strung. So this is a mixed chip strand, and you're getting 4 different gems on a 15-inch strand. So you've got your crystal quartz, your aquamarine, your rose quartz, and your amethyst, all on one strand.
I'm so glad we ended up doing the darker amethyst because it's become such a nice contrast. I mean, crystal quartz and amethyst next to each other. What? Oh my goodness. And for our third amethyst selection,
dun, 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 dun.
I was joking with Shyra that we should just do a yearly amethyst box.
I mean,
that's not a bad idea.
It's not a bad, okay, not a bad idea. I mean, I know a few people who might support that.
Including you, yourself, and you.
Me, myself, me, and myself, and me too.
That's like 6 or 7 already.
That's right.
These are a 12 millimeter faceted amethyst round.
And so in the box, you're getting 6 of these to use as focals, to space out as a chunky bracelet, maybe.
Whoa.
Wow. They're amethyst disco balls.
They're so sparkly. And the quality of these is kind of out of this world. We bought up the last that the supplier had for this box, so definitely treasure those.
Breathe, Sam. Breathe, Sam. Breathe. It's okay.
Well, you see what the next item is here?
I do.
These are Keshi pearls.
These are freshwater cultured Keshi pearls. They are top drilled. Great size. They're 8 by 12 millimeters, and you get 12 in the gem box.
I love the free-form nature of Keshi pearls. They have a beautiful nacre. Like, oh my gosh, they are just gorgeous quality. You can see what some of the strands we have look like. You'll get
12
pieces in your set. And oh my goodness.
Wow. They're just beautiful. They're beautiful.
Gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Wow. Those make me so happy. We also did 2 kyanite selections. First one is this Hishi.
Right. So this is an 8 millimeter Hishi, and in the box you are getting 12 pieces, AA grade. Look at that.
Oh my gosh. The polish on the AA grade kyanite
is outstanding.
Unreal. Oh my goodness, y'all. Oh my goodness. Woo. 12 pieces of those, and to go with it, we did some coins, also in that AA grade.
And so those coins are 10 millimeters in size, and you get 5 pieces of them in the box.
Jana says she's going to need more of the Hishi. Yeah, we have actually, I think these Hishi are somewhere on the website. Same with these coins, in case you're like, I need to make more than 1 piece. This way I have 5 pieces, like perfect to make an entire bracelet with them, have them as the feature stone. For another coin, I scored these crystal quartz coins in Tucson. So I've had these for a while now, waiting
And
for.
saving them for the potential of a gem box. So these are crystal quartz coins. They are 12 millimeters in size, and in the box you get 12 of them.
They are phenomenal quality.
They're so clear.
One thing I'm so happy with is how much we were able to put into this gem box.
Right.
And part of that is because we got some really great scores over the last year, including at Tucson. And so we were able to pack in $112 retail value of beads. It's like if you were to purchase these individually at the shop. With the box we're doing for $79. That is like a 30% discount on our stones, which is unheard of at the shop. We will say goodbye to palette 1.
But wait, there's more. That was only half the gems that you're getting in the gem box. Let's say hello to palette 2.
Oh my goodness. Alrighty. Should we start with that statement fluorite, Shyra?
I really, really think we should.
So I grabbed some of the strands of these so you could see them, how they're drilled.
So these are hand-cut fluorite sticks. You're getting 10 mixed pieces in the box. They range in size from 8 by 25 all the way to 8 by 30 millimeters. And I just think they're so cool. They've got that banding to them. They look like a dusky or an early morning winter.
Look at the cut on them. It's that long gem cut. These are hand cut in India. I also scored these in Tucson. The only reason we were able to do 10 pieces of them is because we got a wild deal on them. Like this is a kind of a fun one-time find. And how Shyra put them in her necklace is so beautiful. So they have the green and purple banding mixed into this like more moody mix of fluorite than you might be typically used to.
It definitely is a moody fluorite. It's a winter fluorite. And
that photo has some of that hints of like that yellow sun peeking through. We also went with a more classic mix of fluorite too.
Indeed, a full strand of them, and those are these fluorite rounds. They are 8 millimeters in size, 15 inches of them, and just a glorious mix of colors. You got your greens, you got your purples, and in the greens you have lighter greens and darker greens. It's amazing. That was the first thing I did, was I took that strand and I started sorting.
And you've actually pulled out the lighter tones of these to go with the sticks, which I think works so nicely. We'll show you guys that in a moment. This is an aquamarine we've never had in the shop. We've had a larger version, but the cutter had a smaller one that also is higher grade. It's a little bit more translucency and blue, and this smaller size of square hishi.
We had to put a squishy in the first ever gem box.
We do love a squishy.
We do love a squishy here. So these are 4.5 to 5 millimeters in size, and you're getting 5 inches or a third of a strand of these beautiful, beautiful aquamarine square hishi.
Everyone just take a breath with the hishi. Aquamarine is has always been such a special stone. Like I get why we all love it so much.
Yeah.
For another one, we did an entire strand of 8.5 millimeter rose quartz in the smooth round. And these have a really nice depth of tone of them.
They do.
And they look lovely next to some of the soft blues of the box.
Because a lot of times rose quartz is a little faded, a little lighter, and these are just
I
beautiful.
believe this one's a Madagascar rose quartz, which has that darker tone. And that's the kind of rose quartz I really like using.
Me too.
I don't know if you're going to like the next bead here, Shyra.
Well, I guess we have to go over it anyway. Man, so that would be a faceted amethyst round. They are 6.5 millimeters in size, and you get a 7-inch strand of them. Sam.
Oh my God.
Wow.
How my phone not on? Okay. Wow. They're so sparkly. I already used up like all of mine, Shyra.
I used a couple. I still have more to go.
You have such willpower.
I have something in mind.
And is this the last one? Potentially, I think.
Potentially. And that is our aquamarine faceted nugget. These are 12 by 16 millimeters in size, ranging all the way up to 12 by 19. millimeters in size, and you get 3 pieces of them.
I like
So-
this chunkier.
I do. I really think
aquamarine.
of like, a chunk of like snow and ice in our landscape. That's what I saw when we chose these.
Oh, I love that. Oh my gosh. We actually do have more. I have those bowls of
Yes, there's more.
our bonus. So we finished off, I believe, all the gems.
Did we talk about the heart?
Oh,
The
okay.
rose
First,
quartz
wait.
heart?
Sorry, hold on.
Hold on, wait
One
a second.
more gem. We have a rose quartz heart focal.
28 millimeters in size. You're getting one piece, one glorious piece. We love gems. We love the winter. We love our theme. And we just thought these hearts worked so well with that picture. If you can think of that image and standing there, watching the sunrise and all the colors of a winter wonderland.
So that's just perfect with our rose quartz.
Mhm.
Go right there. And then so we've done all of our gems. We did one little bonus item is we scored a deal on some opalite and we want to throw some of that into the box. See, I knew the camera was going to eventually do something weird. Hold on. Whoa. Testing. Okay, that was weird.
That was weird.
I knew something was going on with the camera, and then eventually it just like collapsed. So we're gonna re-add the camera.
The camera couldn't handle all the gems either.
All right.
All right.
Still okay. A little delayed, but we can now see the beautiful opalite. We did 2 pieces of these focal size rectangles at 18 by 25 millimeters. And then we paired it with these opalite coins. We also get a pair of the coins. These are 14 millimeter size. Opalite is a glass material, but it's always cut by gem cutters. So they make like a rough material that's very similar to a stone, which is why it gets cut by gem cutters versus like a glass bead maker. And we thought this had that total wintry
kind of milky, kind of cool tone to it. Like if you think of maybe a pond with like the ice just starting to freeze.
And you can see how that sunlight in the photo had that glisten glow to it. Opalite reflects sunlight really nicely. It's meant to have a look of an opal fire in it. And I think that is our entire
I think that is it.
box. Ooh. What do you guys think? We're not done yet, but we have to breathe for a second.
We have to breathe. Focus.
Oh my goodness. Jen already wants extras. We'll get those to you soon, but step 1 was we had to bring the gem box
to you.
Some of these items we definitely have on the shop, like those kyanite coins and hishi, and maybe a few others. But amethyst tubes, opalite, you can buy extras of. But some of the other ones we'll have to bring to you very soon. Now we get to show you some of the pieces we made with the box. Okay, so last night I made 2 pieces. The first thing I grabbed from the box was the chip strand. And I really kind of followed the color blocking of the strand itself, but I wanted to figure out how to elevate it. So I ended up putting some sections of seed beads and one of the 6 millimeter amethysts between each section. So it's just over 1 inch of chips in each section, and I ended up doing 3 sections of each, and then finished it off with some more 11-0 Toho seed beads and a little dangle. And I'm really going for pieces that like I would wear. So I'm going to probably be making more like simple style pieces with my gem box. But Shyra went with full statement.
A little bit full statement. I'm going to take this from you. So people might be shocked to know that the first thing that I pulled from the gem box was not actually amethyst. I went really for the pearls first, and then for the fluorite sticks, because I just think they're so unique and they're so amazing. And I thought, well, how can I really make them a focal? How can I really show them off? And so I took the tubes. Yeah, I had to pull an amethyst, of course. And instead of stringing them the traditional way, I turned them on their side to string them as part of my focal.
It really works nicely.
It does. And then, like I said, I sorted out all of my fluorite rounds into lighter greens and then darker greens and purples, because I pulled out those lighter greens to match the green that's in the fluorite. And then I just finished off that strand with tubes, with fluorite, and with, who uses aquamarine as spacers? I do. I use aquamarine as spacers.
I love how the whole piece came together. Let's see if it gives like a glimpse of the entire necklace here. The pearls add such a nice brightness to the fluorite, and then the greens pulled out, the green and the fluorite. It like, the sticks are the perfect direction to match. Like everything here is so smartly designed, Shyra.
Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful work. And
but
then
you actually made another piece
I made
last
one
night.
more little bonus piece. I started with the kyanite coins, and I saw how nice they look. Oh my gosh. You guys see the quality of the kyanite coins?
Do you see that? Look at that there. Oh.
They're polished so beautifully. I paired it with the 6mm amethyst and the same seed beads. And it's like the sort of bracelet I would wear all the time.
Yeah, it's stunning on.
And then I had a little bit of time left last night, and I started on my next piece. Here's the current draft of it. Is again, I want like, what are the things? It's a super simple. I went,
oh my gosh,
aquamarine and pearls, and I think I am liking how it lays.
See, and here's your thought. You're like, oh, it's a super simple piece. It's just the aquamarine and the pearls. And I'm like, wow, that is the most beautiful first strand of a triple strand bracelet.
I know, it really has a lot of potential for like, if I'm gonna wear it, I'm gonna keep it as this one. And just like, I have my first pearl bracelet.
It's beautiful.
So that's where I'm starting today. Where do you think you're gonna start today?
I have no idea.
Well, you have a little time. So
I do have a little time.
I'm gonna crimp this bracelet off. I'm gonna see if I'm at the right length. I do believe I finished around the length I wanted. And I have that ruler there, please.
You may have that ruler. There you go.
Highly recommend this. I got this 18-inch ruler on Amazon, and it's so handy. I use it to measure strands when I'm listing, but you also use it to measure necklace lengths.
I might have to copy your idea.
Please.
With amethyst and kyanite, but maybe add a little something to it.
All right. It's at about 6.5 inches, so if I want to want it to end up being about a 7-inch bracelet, I'm going to end there and go ahead and crimp it.
What do you need? There's so much on our desk right now.
Since last night, jump rings.
They're in the silver findings drawer.
Well, I have to know where that is too.
Literally right in front of you.
That's too easy, Shyra. Has to be hidden for me. We'll find it.
Hidden.
So I really like crimping onto. Oh, by the way, for this design, I did mostly sections of 3, and then I did cheat a little bit. I did use 13 total pearls, just because I'm cheating. And then I like to crimp onto jump rings because it lets me change up the clasp marks. Like in this moment, I just have some lobsters near me, but I'm gonna probably change those out to
a toggle.
Honestly, I go for magnetic because I can put them on in 3
easy on,
seconds.
Easy off.
And so if I just crimp it right to my jump ring, I can open it up and change the clasp whenever I like. So I'm going to use the Xuron crimpers that we carry in the shop. They have become my favorite by far. And I mean, this is a fine soft flex that fit nicely through the pearls. And I got a 2mm crimp. With the Xurons, you see where that giant tooth is? It makes crimping it very easy. This is why it's become my go-to. So you just put it above that tooth. There's a little notch for it. I have my wires spread apart so that I can crimp in between them. Just like that. And then I need to bring those sides together. So you'll see 3 notches near the top of these pliers, and that means this plier is meant to go with 3 different sizes of crimps. Kind of a nice 3-in-1, plus I often use them as precision flat nose pliers as well. So I'm going to use the middle of the 3 sizes of notches to bring that crimp together. And really getting down that sort of basic crimp technique is really important if you want the best longevity for your pieces. Because if you're just smashing your crimp down,
it's not going to last long.
It's going to really it really can over time damage the wire, the stringing wire, because this string wire has steel cables running through it. So when you smash down on it, it doesn't do quite what you want versus the crimping technique where you're basically enclosing the wires with each other. And that's what's going to give you the long-term strength for your piece. And obviously if you're going to make a pearl bracelet, you want it to last a long time. So I'm going to go ahead and put another one of my 2mm crimp tubes on, along with a jump ring. And there's always always a question of tension at this point in the piece. And so once we get there, we'll take a look at that. So I like to hold my loose end and gently pull until I have a loop that I like. I don't usually like huge loops, but if it's too tight, it doesn't let there be movement with that jump ring. I'm going to come in again. I like to first grab it with the tool, and then I often will figure out how to get my wires separated from each other. Sometimes this takes a little bit of finagling. First, need to see how the wires are moving. And crimping on camera is forever going to be impossible.
So we'll just talk about something else while he's crimping. Ignore the crimpster.
Okay, I think I have them separate. It's a little hard to see. As far as tension, I totally didn't come back to that. I'll just finish off this crimp. I like to do to move the piece around.
Absolutely.
And you can feel if it feels like it's really stiff, then you maybe need to let a little bit more wire through, so that it can still have that draping feel.
Yeah.
If it's just going going like that,
then there's too much tension and it could snap or break.
Yeah, or just kind of be uncomfortable to wear and not have the movement that you want it to have. I'm going to come in and cut that wire as close as possible to the crimp. Careful not to cut the wire, that is very important. I'm going to go ahead and put on my lobster. I don't like lobsters for bracelets because I can't put them on myself without taping myself.
The tape is good. You can also use a paper clip.
See, all these things, if I just put a magnet on it,
you don't have to deal with.
The bracelet practically puts itself on myself. Puts itself on. Yeah, there we go.
Puts itself on.
Words
Friday.
What's also nice though about lobsters is you can add extra jump rings here, and that can function as an extender chain.
Extender, yeah.
All right, there's my third piece from the box.
You're just going.
As I told you, I want to use my whole box, Shyra. All right, I'm going to switch over to you while I brainstorm my next piece.
All right, so I'm moving much, much slower than Sam right now.
That's okay.
But that's okay.
Beading is not a race.
It's not a race. It's a journey. It's a walk through Winter Wonderland. And so after seeing Sam's bracelet, I knew that I wanted to touch those kyanite coins. And so what I pulled out were the kyanite coins and the amethyst rounds, the smaller ones in the box. And I felt, why have just purple and blue when you can have purple and blue and blue and blue?
Oh, pretty.
Purple and blue and blue and blue.
Blue and blue and blue.
So I also pulled out the aquamarine squishies and the aquamarine faceted rounds as well. And I am working on a single strand bracelet that just kind of combines all of them so nicely together.
That's really lovely. I can also see the Shyra styling and how you laid the beads with each other. It's
Very
just,
controlled.
no, there's you like to do it in sections, and it work, but also there's a free-form feel to it still.
Yeah. Now I'm a chaos beater, so I don't use like clamps or anything. When I'm designing a bracelet, I usually just kind of lay it out and work sometimes from the middle to both
Yeah, kind of like
ends.
a necklace.
Yeah, just like a necklace, because I want to see how it's gonna lay. And usually I try to put like the heavier things towards the ends, just so that when you're wearing it on your wrist, those tend to stay down. And I've just done that since I started beading, because at the beginning I was just doing it equally. You know, you make a symmetrical bracelet or something, and then your clasp always winds up on the top of your wrist.
Mhm.
And who wants to see your clasp unless it's like on purpose as a decorative element? Whew.
I'm loving the direction of that.
Thank you. I'm loving
There's
it
some
too.
curves if we need them.
Almost like a blue rainbow, a frosty rainbow.
I feel like I want to use wire for my next thing.
Ooh.
But I haven't figured out what it is yet. We have itty bitty aquamarines. There's so much potential here.
I know what I want to do for a pair of earrings, but I don't think I'm going to do them today.
What were you envisioning?
So I did bring wire with me just in case. But what I envision for a pair of earrings, and let me know in the comments if you can see this as well, is I want to take silver and make a hoop, and then wire wrap the aquamarine around that hoop. So if you imagine kind of like maybe that size. I like giant earrings, so that's okay. People are like, whoa, that's a really big hoop. Yes, it's a teardrop. And then I want to hang maybe the opalite coin right in the middle, like so. And I think that would be a beautiful, beautiful earring. Yes, that's definitely a must.
That's a really nice combo.
I might even somehow, maybe with some 30 gauge wire, string the hishi sideways and not this way.
That's very naughty of you.
Oh, ha ha ha.
Is anyone beading along with us today? We're hoping to get your creative juices flowing, even if you're not. Obviously, you don't have these exact beads yet, but we would love to give you some inspiration.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tona says that
The
kyanite is so pretty.
It's gorgeous.
Gail and Stephanie like the magnetic clasps too. Right? Aren't they like?
You know,
so
I
easy?
was anti-magnetic clasp for a long time, but I think that's because I started using them in the early stages of magnetic clasps, and they weren't that strong.
Mm-hmm.
And so I didn't really find any value in them because they would always come apart. But the most recent ones, they're nice. Like you can tug on them and it stays on.
Yeah, I mean the magnets hold together.
Yep.
Much more like what you'd want. Sometimes to the point where like the magnet can pull out of the metal it's encased in, and you have to glue it back in. But that's just more of an indicator of how strong that magnet is,
and
that our glues aren't keeping up.
Mm-hmm. Now we got better magnets, and now we need better glue. It's a circle.
That was something TRS was constantly having to work on. It was like their magnets were so good, they kept having to figure out how to get the glue to match up. They were using like industrial glue. And sometimes it was just like the weather that day could affect the glue.
Especially the humidity.
So they always had to wait to the perfect moment to glue in their magnets. If you ever do have like a magnet clasp come out, I've had good luck putting it back in with E6000, and it's good as new. Just a little dab of E6000, let it cure for 24 hours. It's back.
Yeah, that curing time is very important. I've also had luck with Gorilla Glue too.
Yeah, any like really strong glue like should do the trick.
Yeah. Let's get this side.
Do you find you do more stringing or wire work these days?
It really varies. Like sometimes I'm just in the mood for wire. I've been doing a lot of stringing catching up though right now. A lot of stringing catching up.
What do you mean catching up?
Just from different orders and things.
Yeah, will you tell us about your show over the weekend, Shyra?
So I did a holiday boutique and it was quite successful, like too successful.
Like you sounded like you were busy all day long.
I was busy all day long. So it started at 8 a.m. and I wasn't expecting anyone. I honestly didn't think there was going to be a great turnout. And I was just prepared to like sit at my table and bead and talk to people. And like the bakery vendor was like right next to me. So I was like, oh, lemon bars and just beading all day, right? And smiling and nodding and chatting, and I don't have to do anything. Oh no. As soon as the first like person came in, it was on, and it lasted until 1. And it was very successful. I'm very grateful for that. But at the same time, I was exhausted. And then what happened was so my habit when I do a show is to bring things to work on and to like make, because that always, spurs some conversation.
Yeah.
And so I did that. I brought things I got from the shop.
Mm-hmm.
I made a quick, cute little bracelet featuring a tear cast pendant. And then a lady saw it and bought it. And she loved it so much that she literally held her wrist out and went and showed all the other vendors and all of her friends. And then they all started coming to me and were like, I want one. I want one. I want one. And I was like, that's great. But this is it mentally, not out loud. That's great. But this is a tear cast pendant. And so I went to the shop and I bought you out, Sam.
I was wondering where all of our Sacred Heart pendants went.
No, I bought them all of them.
Well, you think you'll be able to fill a few orders with those then.
Yeah, I had 11 orders for that bracelet. And so that's why I've been stringing because...
Is it the pearl bracelet?
It was the pearl bracelet with the tear cast pendant on it.
Pretty.
Yeah, it's very pretty. And what's funny is because that was a piece that I made during the show. Like I hadn't photographed it. I hadn't done all of my little OCD cost figuring out or anything or updated my spreadsheet. It was just like, here's a bracelet. And then it was gone. It's like, I should probably take a picture of this so I know how to make more.
Right.
All right, what do you got going over there?
I wanted to do wire for my next one. So I'll show folks in a second or whenever you want to switch over. No rush.
No rush.
I'm just doing some wire up loops
Thinking
over
about
here.
this. I kind of want to use the big amethyst too. Not in this piece.
I thought you've been crimping this whole time.
No. Sometimes I need to think, Sam. So I don't know if anyone else does that. Sometimes I'll like make a piece and then not crimp it because again, I like to live dangerously, and it'll just stay there
without even clipping it.
No, it will live dangerously. Sometimes I'll scotch tape it, but a lot of times, if you look at my beading desk, it just might be a piece like that.
And then you come back to it.
And then I come back to it, and if I still like it, I'll crimp it, add a clasp. If I don't like it, I will take it apart.
And you haven't crimped it yet.
I haven't crimped it yet. But what if I made this a double strand?
Okay, now the Shyra's brain. Now you're spinning.
Okay.
Now I see Shyra spinning. Stephanie Marie says, has this box been shipped yet? No. So we launched it literally just now.
Mm-hmm.
And we've already packed them all up. And so if you order by Sunday, it'll ship out with your orders next week.
That's so exciting.
Yeah.
All right.
Tubes.
Aquamarine.
I also just like the mosaic on your palette there. It just looks like a burst of amethyst. Like, how great is that?
I love it. He'll throw in. It's fun to play and design.
I love watching your brain spin. Whoa.
I like the chunky bracelets sometimes.
Then you really get to show off all the cha-cha.
Yep, that's right.
I like where you're going. Also, those coins are shining.
They catching the light.
And it's the contrast, the crystal quartz against the amethyst. I'm so glad we ended up doing both of those stones.
Me too. So this one is not a monthly membership or subscription. This is kind of a one-off trade. This is our first ever one. We're going to see what it's like, how it goes, what you guys think of it. And, you know, there's probably another gem box coming out your way.
We haven't, does it exist yet?
Does it exist yet?
No. We're just hoping we get to do another one
We
at
do.
this point. Did Sam just do 2 wire wrap loops without connecting it?
Yes,
sure
he did.
But I can maybe work that in later in the future. What lovely wire wrap loops that currently serve no purpose.
Let's see. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think they gotta go in. Ooh. What wire did I bring?
Got 24 gauge here.
I brought 18, 20, 26. But I don't think I brought my 28 or my 30.
Oh, you're gonna do wire instead of
I don't
stringing?
know.
If you want
No,
to.
I'm just playing around.
have some more medium soft lights here if you need to.
Okay. And I
Some
stole your
blue one.
spool of the black. It's
Very
over
good,
here.
very good.
It's over here.
All right, let's switch over for a
All
second.
right. Because I have an experiment I want to try.
So I'm continuing to keep it in my style. And so I'm switched over to some 24 gauge silver wire and am making some wire up loops to make this bracelet. So I'm gonna go over to this side since I forgot to connect the amethyst here. I still might be able to use it in a bit. So I love making wire up loops. I always find them so trustworthy.
Oh, absolutely. I never ever do a one-step loop.
Especially if you're using a thin gauge wire, you do not want to make simple
No.
loops. So you want to make a nice bend in your wire. I'm going to come around my plier until I can come no further. So I rotate my plier to get out of the way and finish the loop. So it should look something like that. From there, I'm just going to go ahead and connect it. This is giving myself an extra opportunity not to
Don't forget.
Close my loop, close it just like a jump ring. And I personally like to hold the loop with my dominant hand and wrap with my left. It seems to be more atypical, but I'm not the only one.
Oh, apparently there's like a whole culture of how you're supposed to do it. I never listened to them. We bead from the heart.
And at a certain point, it's my habit, so it's like it's not going to really change because it's like, oh yeah, this is how I do it. I always like to make sure my coils are nice and tight. Trying to see what I just did there while I tucked it in. All right, so next my pattern is going to be the kyanite. I did 3 of the kyanite hishi. I do like keeping them this direction because the hishi have the most polish on the outside here versus the flat side is like more of a semi-polish. I like that crystalline polish.
Yes.
So I like to string it so that side is really getting showed off. All right, come back with my round nose. This is going to give me a little space here, so I'm going to fold it over where my loops eventually will go. Make my loop the same way. There's no Wanda in the comments to not like how my wire wrap loops.
Shall I judge you for them?
How do you do it?
Not the right way.
Do you hold it with your dominant hand, the piece of your dominant hand like this? And in your case, your left hand?
I can't think while I'm not making one. What?
My wire went into the fan.
Whoops. Let's not start a fire.
That poor USB fan.
I'll have to make one to figure out what I do. I have no idea.
Come on, flush cutters. Oh, thanks, Sonia. I was tucking my end here because I don't want it to like stick out, and you want it to be noticeable. All right, got a first little section going. I'll do one more. Shyra, how's it going over there with you?
I'm coming up with a thing, Sam. I don't know if it's going to work yet, but I'm coming up with a thing.
I can't decide if I want to finish this first one now or just start my next one and leave this one because I want to show more ideas, but I don't know what my next idea actually is. Next,
I think I've made a mistake in my idea.
Not possible.
Could be possible.
It's a learning opportunity.
All right, I like that. It's not a mistake. It's a learning opportunity. And this one is going to require my flush cutters to cut it off.
All right, next my pattern is going to be a crystal quartz coin. I'm literally just using these 3 beads. If you can't tell, some of my favorites in this box are the amethyst, kyanite.
The what?
The blue, the purple. I haven't. The one that scares me a little bit more are the couple of pinks we mixed into the box.
I noticed that neither of us have touched the pinks yet. I will use the pinks.
I will use it eventually.
I will use
maybe
pinks.
Today, maybe.
I think we should. We'll challenge each other. Make something with the pinks.
Yeah, neither of us are huge pink people, are we? We like ruby.
Yeah.
It's more of a almost towards red.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Why did I do the same thing?
It's your second learning opportunity.
This is filled with learning opportunities right here.
Michelle says she holds the loop with her left hand. So you hold it with your dominant hand. So because this is right, I'm holding with my dominant hand right now, and I do the actual wrapping with my non-dominant hand, which is my left hand.
I think I do it both ways. I just, whatever feels like in the moment. I think I just wrapped right now with my non-dominant hand, but was that on purpose? Not really. I don't know.
Whichever hand's available.
Whatever hand's available. If I had a third one, I would use that one too. That would be very convenient for beading.
So this would have been the moment when I could have attached the amethyst before I closed the quartz and gotten a bonus bead done right in that moment. But that moment has
flown the coop.
But that's the idea here. Okay, I'm staring at my rose quartz rounds. Folks, let's take a look here. I'm trying to think of a way I could give them a little accent that I would like. Here's with the aquamarine.
I don't have a full plan yet, so we're not going to switch cameras, but I will show you guys what I've just discovered, what my experiment is. You can put 26 gauge wire through the hishi twice. And so I have made myself a little bit of a link by having the wire through twice in the hishi and the amethyst on either side. I don't know where I'm going, but I kind of like it.
Oh, so it's 2 separate connection points.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Got some Shyra experimentation over here. All right, folks, what do you think? Should I finish this bracelet or should I start tinkering with what scares me?
Do what scares you.
That would make sense. Marcus has attached the amethyst before closing the lid. I know! I didn't do it in time.
Right, so apparently for this one, I'm holding with my dominant hand and wrapping with my non-dominant. But I did it the opposite way just now, so.
So you can bead in all the ways?
I'm ambidextrous.
I wonder how the fluorite would look with the rose quartz.
Smashingly beautiful.
So I do like to clip my pieces because I don't like having to restring them. Yeah. And yet, do I sometimes use binder clips? Often.
Of course, a clip is a clip.
Can you buy other fancier tools to do the same purpose? Sure. Wait, now I'm going to sort mine, aren't I? Oh, no.
Would you like to use my pre-sorted ones?
No, you already did. No, it's okay.
But that would just give me the opportunity to sort yours.
I'm seeing which tones I like with the pig.
How beautiful. All the clears together. All the leftover clears together.
Let's see here. Or I might keep it as a variety. We shall see. You can just string some of this up and then see if it looks like what we want.
I'm kind of tempted to do the whole rose quartz thing too.
You can take on the challenge.
The take on the rose quartz challenge. Of course, have I finished anything? Nope.
So here's what it looks like just blended with the rose quartz. It kind of, they all work together really nicely in this because they're the same size. I'm trying to think if there's any other accent I would want to add to it. Obviously, you can get the occasional darker purple too. This one's really dark.
Oh, Sam, that's really pretty.
But is it going to need something else? I mean, I might wear it more if it's just the 8 millimeters. I'm trying to see what else I might do. Sometimes I like one focal on something.
You need something because you always, everything you wear has like one.
Maybe I'll do the aquamarine as the center focal.
Like the nugget?
The nugget.
Nugget.
That is what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to avoid my teal. I really like this teal fluorite. I think I might save that and use the lighter greens. I just feel like I can make a lot of pieces from this box.
I feel like I can make a lot of pieces from the box.
Does everyone else make sounds while they bead?
Yes, all the time. Yep. Tasty. I talk to the beads too. Like, come on, Squishy, you could do it.
Oh yeah, once it beats 2 songs, I was like, come on, hey,
Come
get
on,
on the
you could do
string. Come on, hey.
You could do it. You could do
You're
it.
gonna be like that?
I also talk to like you when I'm especially when I'm using the Indian cut beads. I'm like, come on, Sam.
Oh, that's funny.
No, I talk to Neelay too.
When you're working with silver
When I'm working with silver silk. Come on, Neelay, we can do this.
Oh my god, that's funny.
We got this.
Okay, I'm gonna try putting this aquamarine nugget in the center. Hi, Cindy. You're catching the end of our
We have
unboxing and
sandwiched
trading.
you.
Shyra and I are on a mission.
We are indeed.
How are we doing on time? Oh, it is almost the
Yep.
hour. Well, maybe I'll finish this bracelet. We shall see. All the sounds.
All the sounds. You need sound effects.
Jesse, do you make sounds when you make knots?
No.
Or do you not make sounds?
That's
But
correct. So, truth be told,
Uh-huh.
I actually usually hold the tension with my mouth. Because I need to hold tension on, like, sometimes I'm working with like 18 strands, and the center strands, there might be like 4 or 6 of them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I like need to adjust the tension to make the knots really tight and
Right.
uniform. So I'm usually like, I like wrap up the end and then put a piece of tape around it, and then I bite it to hold the tension and kind of use that to set.
Tasty.
Tasty.
Yes, duct tape is delicious.
Duct tape.
Well, because I don't want to like, you know,
Salivate the
salivate
actual piece.
the actual thing. So it's just like a little piece of duct tape that I bite on.
Rar, 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 rar.
So why do people call me when I'm busy with beads? Right, Sonia?
Right.
So rude. Bead in here.
Set up my voice. Hey, sorry I can't talk right now. I'm probably making a bracelet.
Yep.
Have a good day.
Why are you calling? Just text me.
All right. I am certainly past the length I need. See how much I need to take off of this. I need about 6.5 inches or so. Oh, I'm way over. So which side is longer? Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, one more off each side. Oh, less beads.
Less beads, what? We can't have fewer beads.
All right, that's exactly 6.5 inches. That actually worked out well. This one was 7 8mm beads with an 11.0 and one of the nuggets. That's a simple to brace. So this one feels like it wants to be more strands, but
You can do it, Sam.
single strand, single strand.
Single strand,
Shyra.
single strand. You got to see how many pieces you can make with the box total. Maybe that's our challenge.
How many?
How
For me,
many
it's like how many
pieces?
single strand bracelets can I make?
That's cheating. You got to vary it. No, you're going to have to do like at least 3 necklaces.
All right,
More
4
than one
o'clock. I'm gonna
technique.
crank this one off. How's your piece going? We haven't gotten an update on your piece in a while.
Yeah. That's because I made the decision to go ahead and crimp my bracelet. A very difficult decision. And what I think I'm going to do is with those Kishi links I made, I'm feeling a pair of earrings.
You want to show us?
Yeah, I'll just move over here. So this one may need a little zhuzhing just a bit.
Oh, they're gonna be earrings.
Well, I
So you
wasn't
did-
going to make them earrings, but they just kind of appeared as
So
earrings
each
in
of
my mind.
these is a
Mhm.
is just a wrapped loop.
Yep.
So you had 2 wrapped loops to connect it all, and then they're gonna be fun little dangles.
Yeah, I think they're pretty.
I think it's really nice.
Me too.
I feel like earrings you can wear all the time too.
Simple, not too dangly.
I don't think that's ever been your worry, Shyra.
Nope. I was talking to someone recently.
Whoa.
Oh, and they were like, "Oh, I can't wear dangly earrings," and I'm like, "Yes, you can. They're called shoulder dusters.
They don't even have
Dust
to.
those shoulders."
There we go. Okay. I mean, even if it's dangly, it doesn't have to be a shoulder duster.
Well, this woman was very short and she had a short neck,
Okay.
so it would have been a shoulder duster. We tried it. Whoa!
What?
Never saw that before. Have you ever noticed
What
that?
did he just do?
You missed it. Gonna have to wait.
Jesse's working on a mosaic photo right now of the
Something else.
December box,
Dun 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 dun.
which hasn't even shipped yet. Jesse's way ahead of schedule. What do you think of the December box, Jesse?
Ooh, it might be my favorite of the year.
What?
Whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa!
Okay, gentlemen, no more talking. No more talking.
What colors does Jesse like a lot?
I mean, it's not just the colors. It's like just how it all feels so together. And,
Mhm.
like everything just, yeah. I don't know. Seeing them all together in the mosaic, I'm just like, oh, like it's just such a beautiful palette.
Ooh, we haven't seen the mosaic because it's on the other side. See, that's what I saw.
You saw the whole mosaic?
No.
What? Oh, I have seen this guy. He
Yeah.
takes it from the top of the light box.
Quick, Sam, we'll miss it. Jesse at work.
This is how the mosaics happen. I don't think I'm showing the box.
No, you're not.
Okay. There's a little hole at the top of the light box just for taking those aerial photos.
I have to admit that's the part of my light box I like never touched.
It's very hard to use it unless you actually know what you're doing, like
Yep.
Jesse over here.
It has its place.
It does.
It
does.
It's like it's a tool, and yeah.
For a typical, like for the website, you typically use, you don't shoot
this-
from the top.
no, that would be a little extreme, I think.
So just like I talk to Sam and Neely, I talk to you when I'm taking photos of my own pieces. Like, what would Jesse do?
Channeling the universal
Mhm.
consciousness.
Come on, Jesse.
All right, finished my next little bracelet. Making single strand bracelets gives you so many little hits of dopamine as you get all these easy wins. Highly recommend. Versus Shyra over here. I have a 27 strand bracelet.
Ooh, just like oodles and oodles of strands. Or what about a 5-strand necklace?
Well, what was it? Was it the party bracelet or
It was
that
a
we did
party
with Rachel
bracelet that we
Malice?
did with Rachel. Yeah,
I think that one was 5 strands.
it was.
That was a fun project and took so long.
It take a moment, but any 5-strand that I've sold or that I've made has sold.
Interesting. I mean, filled with all the beautiful beads you love.
Yep.
That makes sense to me.
Shyra just made another Shyra mistake. That's okay.
Not a Shyra
Just
mistake.
more a learning opportunity.
All right. I've got a few bracelets now from the box. I still have so many beads left. All right, which bracelet do you think is your favorite, y'all?
That one's fine.
I think my favorites are definitely 1 and 3 here.
There's something about
But
this one.
I think actually I might gift this one. My friend's birthday is on the 6th,
Aww.
and she loves gemstones. See, if she's a December birthday, what's her birthstone? Wait, you actually don't know? Yes.
It's at the bottom of the drawer.
Of this drawer?
Yeah, underneath the
Well, everyone in the
plastic
comments will
thing.
know.
Especially December babies. I think
And
it's
then-
turquoise.
Really?
I feel like turquoise is one of them.
And then, so 3
Is it
bracelets
turquoise? December birthstone.
and a necklace. And I have so many beads, I haven't used it.
Stones.
All right, Shara, let's see your bead board.
My bead board is a mess. All right, so
Yes, you're correct.
woohoo! See,
Tanzanite,
I
zircon, and
knew.
turquoise.
Oh, and
I
Tanzanite.
knew. So I'm just trying to finish up my little earrings here. I've got my bracelet that I made. And then, of course, my statement necklace from earlier. And I will use the rose quartz in something.
It does actually add a nice brightness. So I was like, I'm deep into the dark purples and blues.
The
Like-
darkness of winter. But remember, our inspiration photo was all about
Softness as well.
softness and the sun rising and hope rising and enjoying the Winter
You're right,
Wonderland.
Shara. I think
I think
we're at
we're
time.
done. Yeah.
Everyone, I thank you for coming to our first ever unboxing of the first ever Sam's Gem Box.
It's
It
so
was so
exciting.
nice
I
getting
could
to make
cry.
this with you, Shira.
It was wonderful getting to make it with you and seeing.
And now it's become like really coming to life.
Mm-hmm. Let's do another one.
Another what? Another gem box?
Gem box.
Let's see if anyone gets the first gem box.
Okay, let's see if anyone gets the gem box, and then
But I had to wear my candy cane shirt for our Winter Wonderland day. This will work better with, I think, like a non-button up because it's not super long. But I have my first braid.
can I find the braid?
Wow, it's pretty.
Thank you.
It really, like in person, it is like stunning.
Thank you.
Wow, put that in a museum.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like ice,
Mhm.
like these looks like ice crystals on. Wow.
Shiny.
Everyone, have a great weekend. We will see you on Tuesday for our Tuesday live sale. In the meantime, Black Friday ends tonight at midnight.
That's right. Take a look at all of those Black Friday deals before they go poof. Goodbye.
I'm going to show you one last time. If you haven't been able to find them, you go to the homepage of the app. That second option says home there. And see at the top says Black Friday deals. And you'll see here 5 collections. So click on each of those titles, Black Fridays, 200 check items. Each of these will take you to a collection of Black Friday items. And then you go back and find even more.
And there's some really, really good deals on here.
The very bottom is deep discounts on gems, 25% off all these gems.
Yep.
And then if you're looking for the gem box, that is in the feed of the app, the featured bead feed. You'll see the gem box.
Right there.
I didn't click it.
Oh, wrong one.
Right there.
Right there.
And you could go snag one, and you can see the photo of everything in the box as well. Does that turn? No, guess not. So go ahead and take a look. You can see everything in the box. Or, of course, you can check out the beginning of today's stream where we showed you everything as well.
We're so excited for you to play with the first gem box. Please get one. It's an amazing value with so many things. And there's just so much possibility of things that you can make with the gem box. And once it arrives, make sure that anything you make, you post in Gem Chat, because we would love to see it. It would be like, we would be proud gem box parents to see what you make with the gem box.
The hashtag this month for the winter box is Sam's Gem Box Winter 2023. So you can post whenever you make a piece, post using that hashtag, and we are very excited to see what you make. Have a great weekend, everyone. We'll see you soon.